and welcome. Today, in the session 2 of this revision and objective discussions, we are going to discuss the mm, different objectives that can be asked. Okay, and to revise the things quickly. So, what is the unit of hit rate? So, here in the option A, kilojoule per kilowatt, option B, kilowatt per kilojoule, C, kilojoule, and D, kilowatt. So, what is the correct answer? Can you comment? Take a minute and answer in the comment box. Yes, what is the unit? Who will answer? So, the correct answer is hit rate is the rate of input required to produce unit shaft, and the particularly it is kilojoule per kilowatt. Okay, so moving ahead with the next numerical, let's read this carefully. Rankine cycle operating on a pressure limit of P1 and high pressure limit of P2 has higher thermal efficiency than Carnot cycle operating between the same pressure limits, has lower efficiency than Carnot cycle operating between the same pressure limits, has same thermal efficiency as Carnot operating between the same pressure limits, may be more or less depending upon the magnitude of P1 and P2. Yes, what will be the correct answer? Yes, what is the correct answer? So the correct answer is has higher thermal efficiency than Carnot cycle operating between the same temperature limits. And why? Because area under the PV curve for Rankine will be more as compared to the Carnot cycle. And that we have already discussed in the theory lectures. Now, Rankine efficiency of the steam power plant improves in summer as compared to the winter. What is the reason behind it? Improves in the winter as compared to summer, is unaffected by climatic condition, none of the mentioned. So take a minute and answer in the comment box. Yes, if this session will not be interactive, then from tomorrow I will again switch to the conventional teaching process. So you have to take part, otherwise accordingly I have to act. Yes, students, answer. The answer will be option B, improves in winter as compared to summer. Because in winters, temperature of cooling water is low, which increases the condenser's efficiency. Now moving to the net, Rankine cycle compromises of two isentropic processes and two constant volume processes, two isentropic processes and two constant pressure processes, two isothermal processes and two constant pressure processes. None of the mentioned. This question can be asked. Okay, so I need you should type the complete answer in the comment box. I will give you time. Even you can search it on the internet, but come up with the answer. What two processes are there which are isentropic, and what two processes are there which are constant volume process or constant pressure or isothermal. So your time starts now. The Rankine cycle is compromises of. Put it in the comment box, students. Yes, students. last minute. So the times end now, and the correct answer is the Rankine cycle in a reversible cycle has two constant pressure and two constant temperature processes. Okay, so sorry, it has two isentropic processes and two constant pressure processes. So here there is a little bit spelling mistake from my side. So my bad, my bad. Okay, so two isentropic processes and two constant pressure processes. So how Rankine cycle actually works? There is a Yes, there is a isentropic pumping. Okay, 1 to 2. Then there is 2 to 3. There is a constant pressure heat addition. Then 3 to 4. There is a isentropic expansion, and there is 4 to 1 constant pressure heat rejection. So heat addition and heat rejection takes place at a constant pressure, while the pumping and the expansion was done at at particularly as are isentropic processes. So two isentropic processes and two constant pressure processes. The Rankine cycle involves two isentropic processes and two constant pressure processes. Now moving ahead a little bit, in a Rankine cycle, the work in Rankine cycle, the work output from the turbine is given by change of internal energy between inlet and outlet, change of enthalpy between inlet and outlet, change of entropy between inlet and outlet, and change of temperature between inlet and outlet. So think on it, change of internal energy would not be the answer. Okay, so this can be the feasible answer. But how the change of entropy between inlet and outlet can be calculated? This is a isentropic expansion at the turbine. So the delta S will be 0 over there, and change of temperature will not give you anything. So the most correct answer is change in enthalpy. So here you can see work output H1 minus H2. Hope you are getting this point, and I must suggest you to answer in the comment box. Otherwise, I will not get what is actually going on over here. So Rankine cycle efficiency of a good steam power plant may in the range of 15 to 20%, 35 to 45%, 70 to 80%, or 90 to 95%. So is it really possible 90 to 95% or 70 to 80%, or is it really possible that much low? So what will be the answer? Just put it in the comment box. I am waiting for your answer. You can Google search, you can use all your aids, learning aids. Last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the correct answer is answer B, that is 35 to 45%. How we come to the conclusion? Before even knowing all the things, 15 to 20% is very less, so it wouldn't be possible. 70 to 80% not possible, it is too high. This is again too high. So the feasible answer is only this one. If you apply logic over there, you will get the correct answer. So 35 to 45%. So quite simple. Moving to the next, a simple Rankine cycle operates the boiler at 3 megapascal and with the outlet temperature of 350 degrees Celsius and a condenser at 50 kilopascal. Assuming ideal operations and condition, what is the thermal efficiency of the cycle? It's very, all the pressures and all the things were given. So it's quite easy to calculate this particular. So you know the efficiency formula for that. Here we are having both the pressures, correct, and we are having the outlet temperature of the steam as well. So and the condenser back pressure is also over there. So easily you can find the Rankine cycle efficiency, and that comes around 27.7. So fixing the state on a particular, you can use Mollier chart simply. So how you will plot 1 over there, because we are having 3 megapascal pressure and we are having temperature as well. So fix 1 from 1 to 2 up to this condenser pressure, draw a line. Then from there towards left, go to the saturation liquid line following a horizontal line, and from there you can go to particular, you can follow the isentropic process up to this pressure, and from there just follow the line, you will get back to the 1. So you will get 1 2 3 4 over there, and from 1 2 3 4 you can easily calculate this entities, and from these entities you can easily calculate, yes, H4, H1, H3, H2. So the final answer is 27.1.